hours. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday evening. Welcome along to my live Q&A and chat. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody is enjoying. Hope you're all enjoying your day with whatever you're doing. There's a couple of FA Cup fixtures going on tonight. Sheffield Wednesday against Man City and Norwich versus Tottenham. So those are, I won't keep you guys too long. But yeah, and also we got the FA Cup draw. So instead, I know some of you, it's different time zones. So depending on, I'm not going to do an FA Cup. I was going to do an FA Cup draw. Show, but since probably most of you who are subscribed to my channel, it's probably going to be in depending on different time zones, whatever. So I'll take questions on it now. Who would you like Arsenal to get in the cup? And go ahead, post all your questions. Let's see what you guys are saying. Evening, Omar. I did see your comment I did see your chat before the stream went live. And yeah, mate, you can ask your questions however you like. Evening, Charlie. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good evening. Evening, Drew. How you doing, mate? Oh, thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. So yeah, guys, put your questions in. Yeah, I think so I would actually like in the next round. I've seen that. I was looking at the ties, and I think obviously Man City and Sheffield, they're playing tonight, and you can assume that Man City is going to go through. You can probably assume, obviously Chelsea's gone through, we're through. So there's a couple of big teams in there. Then you've got things like Birmingham. Who did they have? I didn't see. I didn't quite see who they have, but I know they're still in there. So it'd be interesting to see. I'd like to avoid the big Premier League teams until maybe the semi-final. Simply because I think this competition is key for us. So yeah, I'd like to avoid that. So I'd like to get maybe some of the like someone like Birmingham, or yeah, so maybe someone like Birmingham, just to get into the next round. But then I suppose you've got to beat them all, ain't you? I suppose you've got to beat them. I suppose you've got to beat the big teams somehow to get to the final. But to be honest, I don't even think we're going to win the FA Cup. I think we'll go out in the quarters or semis. But I think we should be focusing on the league. Yeah, I think we should be focusing on the league. I don't think we'll be I don't think we'll be focusing. I don't think we should be focusing on the FA Cup. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to win it. It would be great to win it, but I think for us, our priority's got to be trying to get into those Champions League spots, because it's going to be more beneficial to us, more beneficial than winning the FA Cup. Because listen, we've won the FA Cup, and I'm not saying the cup's lost its appeal, but I think we've got bigger fish to fry at the moment. Charlie says, you know, you think we can take the FA Cup and we need it to boost morale. See, I'd sort of agree with that, but then I would agree that getting into the Champions League, that would boost morale as well. So I sort of agree with what you're saying, Charlie, but in the other sense, I think we're getting into the Champions League. I think getting into the Champions League will also boost our morale. Everybody stick a like on this video. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. Also share the channel around, share the content around. But yeah, I'm not, I mean, we could look at it, you know, two ways. We could look at it on that if we win the FA Cup, we get a trophy. And it's always nice to get a trophy. It's always nice to have a day out at Wembley. But then you could look at it that getting Champions League would be more beneficial. Since, you know, I read somewhere yesterday that we'd taken a loss. We'd taken our first financial loss in terms of, you know, since 2002, which I don't know. I really don't know. We could, you know, I personally would rather not prioritise the FA Cup. And let's not forget, we win the FA Cup, it only gets us into the Europa League. And then we're back where we are. I mean, if it's a choice of going into the Europa League and missing out on Champions League, and then going into, or have, you know, or missing out on Champions League, I think if we missed out on Champions League, I'd rather miss out on Europe altogether and just concentrate on the league, because I can't have another season in the Europa League. It's like literally boring. It literally, like, that competition just bores the hell out of me. It does, you know, like you have to wade through all the shit teams in the group stage just to get to the good games in the knockout stages. So, and at the moment, and listen, it's not going to change overnight. Even in the summer, it's not going to change massively. But at the moment, we haven't got the squad to be wasting on competitions. You know, we haven't got the squad to be wasting our time with the Europa League. I think the Premier League will be more concentrating on finishing as high as we can in the table. You know, even next season, you know, if we miss out on top four this season, we've definitely got to get back into it next season, because at the moment we're spending far too long out of the Champions League. And yes, even when we get back into the Champions League, we're not going to win it. But just having the finances, just having the financial stability that being in the Champions League gives you, I think that'll be so beneficial to us in terms of improving the squad and just breaking the cycle. Because at the moment we're just going for a never-ending cycle, and it's got to be broken. it has got to be broken somewhere. But hopefully we get there. Let's see if you guys are putting any more chats in. So somebody's just putting here, you're a loser. Well, thanks very much. Thanks for checking in with my channel. Please stick a like on the video before the door slaps you on the way out. Yeah, good for you, mate. Good for you. I hope you're enjoying your moment. Hold on, let me just try and. There you go, mate. There you go, mate. I hope you enjoyed your little. I hope you enjoyed your moment, mate. Hope you enjoyed your moment, and yeah, not going to say any more about that. But yeah, so what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, the Champions League would mean more to us. Hacks 27. Would I take Frank Kessie? No, I don't rate him actually. I haven't seen a lot of him, but from what I have seen, I don't rate him. But yeah, so I don't really rate him, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, as I was going back to what I was saying before I had to block that idiot. Yeah, I was saying the Champions League would be more beneficial to us, so we can actually win. You know, get financial stability. Yeah, Thomas Partey. Do you know what? Thomas Partey is a good player, and we are linked with him, aren't we? You know, we are actually linked with him. I've seen reports that we're going to put a bid in with 50 million or something, but it all depends on whether so it all depends on whether you know, I think it does depend on whether we get top four, but it's not looking very likely at the moment. So yeah, it all depends on that. But anyway, so yeah, it just depends on that. It just depends on whether we get into the top four. But I don't think we will get into the top four. I think if I'm being honest, I think we're too far behind, and we've got too much ground to make up. Considering our next Premier League game is against Man City, and we're probably going to get absolutely battered in that game. So yeah, Oh, actually, no. Our next game's against West Ham. Sorry, I completely forgot about that game. But yeah, and then after that, we've got Man City because they've decided to put that next Wednesday evening, which that's just got announced today. But yeah, I don't think, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think we'll get into the top four. I'd like us to. I'd like us to, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be realistic, especially with the squad that we've got. Um, uh, well, cheers, thank you very much, and Chris, I know you're in the chat, so yeah, that's my brother. For anybody who's thinking, yeah, he's so yeah, he's in the chat. And yeah, I listen. I don't listen. I know, like my brother always takes the mick out of me, but that other guy who I blocked, yeah, I just I don't know who he was, but quickly blocked him swiftly. So yeah, that's listen. You're gonna get that on YouTube. Unfortunately, you're gonna get people spamming chats. But listen, I just when I set up this YouTube channel, I had a clear, intention just to, block them and move on. And that's the way you got to do it, isn't it? You just got to block them and move on. But it doesn't bother me. I hope they enjoy their little moments because when I see them, in the chat, they're just going to get blocked, and that's it. There's going to be none of this. There's just going to be. There's going to be none of this timeout stuff. It's just going to be instantly blocked. Yeah. Well, Arteta's probably not going to have much choice. Like if these players have already shown that they don't, look at last Thursday against Olympiacos. Arteta was going mad on the touchline, and it wasn't getting through to these players. Some of these players are uncoachable. Evening, guys. Anybody who's not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Evening to everybody in the chat. Chris, if you put comments like that again, I will just block you. Just because you're my brother, you're still not immune from getting blocked. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who we get in the FA Cup. Everyone, please stick a like on this video, and share the content around. Share the content around. Currently 5 people watching this, so I'll take more questions. Currently been going almost 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll take some more questions. And this is just for my brother's benefit. Sensible questions. And I'll read them out. NWA, yes, I can read your chat, mate. Hope you're good. Um, um, I did say sensible questions, Chris, but if you really want me to answer that, listen, it's got to be if I was to rate any Liverpool player, it'd probably be let me put it this way: if I could have one Liverpool player in Arsenal's team, it'd probably be Van Dijk, because he's the best central defender around. Although he didn't look too great yesterday against Chelsea, did he? To be honest, the last two games your team have flopped. But I suppose you don't really care at the moment because you're still going to win the title by a country mile. But yeah, you need to. You've gone on a bit of a. You've had a bit of a wobble over the last week, haven't you? So. Do I think Aubameyang will be off in the summer? Yeah, I actually do think he's gone. I think the only reason he was holding off on the contract is to see whether we get Champions League football. Now that we're not going to get Champions League football, I think he'll be off in the summer. I think he'll go to Barcelona. I think they're the front runners to sign him. Because my thing is, he's come out and said that he's going to sign all these contracts, and he said that he's going to, he's happy here. He said in his program notes back in January that he was happy at Arsenal, and then he come out again and rubbished all the reports. And my thing is, if you're saying all that, why haven't you signed? Why haven't you signed the contract? So, but yeah, he's going to be off in. Yeah, well, come on, you lost. You didn't even lose to a great team as well. You lost to Watford. You lost to a team that's near the bottom of the table. Yeah, no team's flawless. I sort of get that. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because you're going to win the title by a country mile. Probably is if you lose all your games between now and May, you could probably lose the title, but that's not going to happen, is it? And you might not even win the title anyway if they stop all these Premier League games and all that. What with this virus going around? Yeah, Lacazette. I think Lacazette will be off as well. I think I don't think he'll be sticking around with no Champions League football. Also, Chris, you need to get a better YouTube name because it's. Never had a Liverpool top. And like I said, I wanted serious comments. I wanted serious chats. So yeah. Only 3 people watching this. So if there's no more questions, I am going to get myself out of here Like I said, the FA Cup draw is sort of later this evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I've got a couple of people on here from that are what are you on about, Chris? You're just putting absolute garbage in the chat. But anyway, I'm going to get myself out of here. Like I said, the FA Cup, the FA Cup draw is later this evening. I think it's after the Sheffield Wednesday Man City game. So I'll probably do a quick. Do you know what? I might do a quick stream after the draw's done, just to go through it and give my opinions on it. So please put a like on the video, subscribe, and share the content around and share the channel around. I'm at 240 subscribers, so I've only had this channel going. I think I started it in the mid to end of January, so that's pretty cool for over 2 months. So I'll be back later tonight. I'll just do a quick stream, just going through the FA Cup draw, and then I'll be back on Friday evening with my preview for the West Ham game. Arsenal are taking on West Ham at the Emirates, and then on Sunday I will be doing my review and player ratings for the game. So that's the content that's coming up on my channel. So until later, I'm going to get myself out of it, and I'll chat to you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening.